Karen, what if I told you that there was a place where UFOs, ancient lost civilizations, interdimensional portals, and mystical energy vortexes all converge? Oh, she's silent because she's actually not here, but I imagine that she's giving me that skeptical side eye like she always does. I know, it sounds like something out of a fantasy novel, but I'm talking about a very real place. One that has drawn spiritual seekers, paranormal enthusiasts, and even scientists trying to crack its mysteries for centuries. Yes, welcome to Mount Shasta, the legendary peak in Northern California that is said to be one of the most powerful spiritual hotspots on the planet. Some claim it's a doorway to other dimensions. Others say it conceals an ancient underground city. And then there are the stories of unexplained disappearances, mysterious beings, and sightings of strange lights in the sky. If you're ready to go deep into one of the world's most fascinating mystical locations, strap in, because today we're unraveling the mysteries of Mount Shasta. Towering at 14,179 feet, Mount Shasta is more than just a mountain, it's a beacon. Indigenous tribes including the Shasta, Wintu, Karuk, and Modoc peoples have long considered it sacred, believing it to be the home of powerful spirits. Some even regard it as the center of creation. According to Native American legend, Mount Shasta is inhabited by the great spirit Skell, who descended from the heavens to battle the underworld deity Lao. This ancient belief in Mount Shasta as a place where celestial forces meet the earthly realm is centuries old. But in the last 100 years or so, things have gotten even stranger. In 1883, a man named Frederick Spencer Oliver published a book called A Dweller on Two Planets, which claimed that a lost civilization, the Lemurians, were living inside Mount Shasta in a hidden city called Tellus. Lemurians, if you're not familiar, are said to be the survivors of Lemuria, a sunken continent much like Atlantis. They supposedly live in a crystal-powered underground cities where flowing white robes and radiate pure enlightenment. Some people claim to have encountered them, describing tall, glowing beings who exude peace and wisdom. There are even reports of mysterious tunnels and doorways appearing at certain times on the mountain, gateways that lead into Tellus itself. Too wild to believe? Well, you might not be the only one to think so, but then there's a UFO connection. Mount Shasta is a hotspot for UFO activity. It's one of those places where if you spend enough time looking at the sky, well, you're bound to see something unusual. In fact, so many orbs, lights, and unidentified flying objects have been seen near the peak that researchers and skywatchers flock here every year. Some believe the mountain itself acts as a sort of beacon for extraterrestrial or interdimensional visitors, a place where the fabric of reality is just a little thinner. One of the most famous stories involves a strange craft seen entering the mountain itself, disappearing into the rock as if it was never there. Another popular tale tells of hikers being led off course by mysterious glowing beings, only to later realize they had lost hours of time without explanation. Skeptics argue that these are just tricks of light, misidentifications, or overactive imaginations. But if that's the case, why does the phenomenon keep happening? Even if you set aside the UFOs and lost civilizations, Mount Shasta is undeniably special. Many people report feeling an overwhelming sense of peace, heightened intuition, or spontaneous spiritual awakenings when visiting. Some say that specific locations on the mountain hold powerful energy vortexes, areas where electromagnetic fields are stronger, and people can experience deep meditations, astral travel, or even visions. No wonder the Mount Shasta has become a pilgrimage site for seekers. Whether they practice meditation, channeling, or simply wish to absorb the mountain's natural energy, it seems like that is a place to go. Now, if all of that wasn't enough, there's also the weird pattern of disappearances. Several cases over the years involved hikers who vanished without a trace, only to reappear days later with no memory at all of what happened. Others speak of portals, places on the mountain where time and space behave strangely. Is it just a rugged wilderness playing tricks? Or could something truly unexplained be happening there? If you ever find yourself at Mount Shasta, here are 5 must-do experiences that will fully immerse you in its mystical, spiritual, and natural wonders. First one is take a hike to Panther Meadows, the sacred energy vortex. Why? Well, this is one of the most spiritually charged locations on the mountain. The Meadows are considered sacred by the Wintu people, who believe the springs here are blessed by the Great Spirit. Many visitors report feeling intense energy shifts, heightened intuition, and even spontaneous spiritual experiences while meditating in that area. What can you do there? Sit in silence near the spring, soak in the energy, meditate, practice breathwork. Whatever you do, be respectful, because this is a place of reverence for indigenous tribes. Number 2, you visit the Mount Shasta City Park and drink from the headwaters of the Sacramento River. Why? The crystal clear waters flowing from Mount Shasta's springs are said to be some of the purest and most healing in the world. Some believe that the water carries high vibrational energy, enhancing clarity and well-being. So there, you could fill up your water bottle at the big springs source. You walk the peaceful trails around the park, or even tune in to the sounds of rushing water, which is said to carry the mountain's wisdom. Number 3, you can explore the mystical lava tubes at Pluto's cave. Why? These ancient volcanic tunnels are believed to be portals to other dimensions. Some visitors report strange encounters, unusual energy shifts, and even visions while inside the cave. Be sure to bring a flashlight. This is a real cave, and it does get pitch black inside. While there, you could try a guided meditation in the cave's darkness. The acoustics make for an incredible experience. But above all, keep an open mind. Locals say that strange lights and orbs have been seen in and around the caves. Number 4, you can walk the labyrinth at the Shasta Abbey Buddhist Monastery. Why? Mount Shasta is known for its New Age spirituality. It's also home to a deeply peaceful Zen Buddhist monastery. The labyrinth here is used for walking meditations, helping visitors align with their inner selves. If you go, make sure you walk the labyrinth slowly and mindfully, focusing on each step. Make sure you also sit in silence in the monastery's garden and listen to the wind. And if they're available, you can always chat with the monks. Their insights are absolutely profound. And then, of course, number 5, go UFO and light anomaly watching at Castle Lake. Why? This is one of the best spots for witnessing mysterious orbs, craft-like lights, and high-energy anomalies. Many UFO seekers believe that the lake holds interdimensional gateways linked to Mount Shasta's legends. If you do, make sure you visit at night. That is when the weird stuff happens. Bring your camera with a night vision or long exposure settings, and keep an open mind as always, but watch the sky. Many have seen lights moving in ways that defy explanation. Here's a bonus tip: if you really want to dive deep, book a Mount Shasta spiritual tour with a local guide. Some specialize in Lemurian lore, energy vortexes, and even guided meditations on the mountain. So whether you're there for spiritual awakening, paranormal encounters, or just jaw-dropping scenery, Mount Shasta has something to blow your mind. Which one of these would be your top priority? We want to know. Whether you're a skeptic, a believer, or somewhere in between, one thing is absolutely clear: Mount Shasta is unlike anywhere else on Earth. It's a place of great mystery, deep spiritual resonance, and countless unexplained experiences. From legends of the Lemurians and hidden cities to UFO encounters and strange disappearances, the mountain continues to inspire awe, curiosity, and transformation. So what do you think? Is Mount Shasta a true interdimensional hotspot, or is it just a magnet for wild imagination? Either way, it's a place that calls to those seeking something beyond the ordinary, and that is exactly me. Thanks for watching this short metaphysical moment on the Skeptic Metaphysicians. If you do end up going to Mount Shasta, let us know what your experience was like. We'd love to hear all about it. Go to skepticmetaphysician.com, send us a message directly from there, or just reach out to us on social media. We'd love to engage with all of our listeners. Take care.